Hello and welcome. You're watching India Upfront with me, Padmaja Joshi. What a weekend it was in Indian politics, but it seems that what happened in Maharashtra was only the beginning. Across India, with now multiple states feeling the aftershocks. From Karnataka to Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and even West Bengal, claims are flying thick and fast about how a split in each state is in the works. In fact, the BJP and its allies are using the Maharashtra example to corner all those who are a part of the opposition unity effort. Their logic is that just like Sharad Pawar was blindsided at home while trying to bring people together in Patna, the same fate awaits everyone else who is trying to make a coalition against Narendra Modi. The Samajwadi Party, the JDU, and perhaps even the Congress. So first, let's take a look at the rumbles nationwide, starting with Uttar Pradesh. Here, the SBSP has claimed that not only is the Samajwadi Party waiting to split, but the RLD may also part ways. Similar claims are being made about the JDU in Bihar, where there are rumblings against the leadership of Nitish Kumar, especially since he started hobnobbing with the Congress in his unity effort. The most surprising prediction, though, has come from Karnataka, and this prediction is not even being made by the BJP.
ये कुछ लोग मंत्री बनने के लिए परेशान हैं, तो वो मिलते हैं तो रास्ते की तलाश में है कि हमको किसी से बात करा दीजिए। जैसे सभी लोगों का ध्यान विपक्षी एकता पर हुआ, बड़ी गर्माहट हुई, तो महाराष्ट्र में खेल हो गया। फिर कुछ मीटिंग इनकी बंगलौर हो रही है, तो मीटिंग होने के बाद तो देखिएगा फिर कोई खुरापात हो जाएगी।
तो उत्तर प्रदेश का नंबर आ सकता है।
हाँ, यूपी का नंबर आ सकता है, बिहार का नंबर आ सकता है। जैन जी भी सलामी करने की तैयारी में हैं।
Yesterday's shocking development in Maharashtra about Ajit Pawar decision. Now in Karnataka also, I am fearing next Ajit Pawar who will be going to be emerging in Karnataka.
नीतीश कुमार जी 17 साल में कभी भी विधायकों और सांसदों को कभी मिलने के लिए 1 मिनट भी समय नहीं दिया। अब वो प्रत्येक विधायक सांसद को आधा घंटा समय दे रहे हैं, और विशेष करके जब से नीतीश कुमार ने राहुल गांधी को एक प्रकार से अग्नि लड़ाई के लिए नेता स्वीकार कर लिया और तेजस्वी यादव को अपना उत्तराधिकारी बना दिया, तब से जनता दल में विद्रोह की स्थिति है। कोई भी जनता दल का विधायक सांसद है तो राहुल गांधी को स्वीकार करने के लिए तैयार है और नहीं तेजस्वी यादव को। तो जो सांसद है उनको भी लगता है कि पता नहीं उनका भविष्य क्या होगा।
Sharad Pawar was trying to establishing his daughter in the politics. Similarly, in West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee is trying to establishing her nephew in politics, in political life. All the veteran TMC leaders, those build the TMC with their own hand, are annoyed with the TMC party.
So is this the BJP trying to muddy waters, or is there some serious trouble in paradise already? The rumbles are getting louder also because of the opposition meeting in Bengaluru being postponed from the 12th to the 17th of July. In addition to that, parties are still trying to find a common ground on several issues, UCC being only the latest. But the most potent threat to opposition unity right now is the fear and the uncertainty that while they are traveling across the country to make their minds meet, the BJP is busy pulling the carpet from under their feet. For now, though, all the new allies say all is well.
ये चीजें होती हैं राजनीति में, पहली बार तो नहीं हो रही, और जनता का फैसला अब 24 में ही हो। जनता किसी के हाथ में काबिज नहीं है, वो अपना मैंडेट देगी। बिहार में पटना में जो बैठक हुई, अगले दौर की जो बातचीत होंगी, मैं उसमें शामिल हूँ।
डिक्लेयर हो गया 17-18 के लिए, 17-18 बैंगलोर में है ऑपोजिशन पार्टी के मीटिंग। ऑपोजिशन बिगड़ता नहीं है, ऑपोजिशन यूनाइटेड है, ऑपोजिशन अच्छा है। 17-18 में बैंगलोर में मीटिंग है, पूरा प्लान करेंगे।
शरद पवार का कुछ उनके ऊपर असर पड़ने वाला नहीं है। कौन एमएलए कहाँ गया नहीं गया, शरद पवार एक हैसियत है, एक ताकत है। उस ताकत को हिलाने का नरेंद्र मोदी ने कोशिश किया, सब फेल हो जाएगा।
The big questions, though, are: will the Maharashtra coup sow seeds of distrust in the opposition ranks, especially since no one is quite sure whether Sharad Pawar is the one who's pulled a fast one on his newfound friends? Additionally, can these parties continue on their allies Jodo mission with the threat of the BJP splitting them looming back home? Let me take that question across to our panel. Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, senior retired Swaraj, Tushar Gupta, Lokesh Jindal, leader of the Congress, Dr. Seema Malik, spokesperson of the NCP, at least the part that is with Sharad Pawar right now, Zeba Yasmin, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. But my first question is to Ashutosh, senior journalist. Is what has happened in Maharashtra a jolt to the unity efforts?
I don't think so. Rather, this shows the nervousness in the BJP camp, for the simple reason because in Maharashtra, BJP Shinde government was not on a sticky wicket. But still, if the BJP has to engineer an Operation Lotus in Maharashtra, that shows there was something wrong with them. And why I'm saying so? For the simple reason because after poaching from Shiv Sena, and after having 48 MLAs from the Shiv Sena and getting Eknath Shinde as a chief minister over there, which has a total majority in the assembly, so there was no threat to the government. But why this has been done? This has been done for the simple reason because now the whole operation is for 2024 parliamentary elections, and BJP knows that after UP, the Maharashtra gives the second most numbers to the parliament, that is 48 seats. And Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi in itself is in a formidable position, despite MLAs leaving Shiv Sena. And why I'm saying so? Because BJP and the government still could not hold BMC elections. If the Shinde and BJP were so confident about their victory in BMC, by now the BMC election would have been organized. It did not happen. And I take you back to the 2015. In 2015, when Aam Aadmi Party was liquidated in the parliamentary election, all 7 seats Aam Aadmi Party could not win. But still, BJP led by Narendra Modi could not hold assembly elections. They kept postponing, and finally the results shown why it was being postponed. Out of 70, Aam Aadmi Party won 67 seats, and that is the fear which is still lingering with the BJP and the Shinde in Maharashtra, because they know the minute BMC elections will be held, BJP is not going to win that. And other by-elections which has happened in Nagpur and other areas, even that election BJP has lost. So they wanted to consolidate their position for the parliamentary election 2024. It has nothing to do with the Shinde government.
But have they consolidated their position now? Is that going to be a problem now for the opposition?
That has to be seen. That has to be seen because when the Shiv Sena MLAs deserted Uddhav Thackeray, everybody thought that the Shiv Sena will be liquidated. But finally, what happened? The people's sympathy had gone with the Uddhav Thackeray and Aditya Thackeray, come what may, whether you like it or don't like it. It's a dynasty politics, but India thrives on the dynasties.
All right, so far from the nervousness in opposition ranks, the nervousness is in the BJP. Patna is making them perspire. Tushar Gupta, why are you smiling?
You know, Padmaja, I'm reminded of a famous dialogue from one movie. I'll paraphrase it a bit. You know, Bihar ka, Rajasthan ka, Maharashtra ka, Karnataka ka, sabka coalition todega re tera Faisal. That is what is happening right now. The question is, who is Faisal? You know, a few days back, the opposition was celebrating the transfer of power from Sharad Pawar to Supriya. They were hailing the whole transfer of power and how the party was intact. But none of these opposition members or their spokespersons or their representatives were able to see the chink in the armor. They were not able to see the division. Now, Ashutosh might want to believe that dynasty is what works in Indian politics. But the politician he worked with in 2015 was standing up against a dynasty. He was actually against a dynasty idea. But Padmaja, leaving everything aside, I think a lot of regional players are reimagining their relationship with the BJP in the center. Look how much politics Sharad Pawar has left to give to the state of Maharashtra is a question. In Punjab, the Akalis have been softening their stance since the farm laws were repealed. You see what is happening in UP with the Nishad party. There are already rumblings in Bihar. We are seeing what is happening in Rajasthan. Now, this is not BJP's engineering. In NCP, the friction was between Ajit Pawar and Supriya Sule. In Bihar, Nitish Kumar is the confused party. In Rajasthan, it's Ashok Gehlot versus Sachin Pilot. In UP, it's Nishad Party versus the Samajwadi. In Karnataka, DK Shiv Kumar can't get along with Siddaramaiah. Now, the BJP will obviously capitalize on all of this. Ashutosh is saying they're nervous about 24. Absolutely not. They're building they're actually strengthening their preparation for 24. Now, Rahul Gandhi did all his Bharat Jodo ki yatra, Mohabbat ki dukaan. पर भाई साहब, अगर आपकी पार्टियों की हालत तंदुरुस्त नहीं है, आपकी कोलिशन कैसे दुरुस्त होगी?
ओके, घर की दुकान बंद हो रही है.
These mathematical coalitions and permutations.
Quick response from Ashutosh, then I'll bring in Sanju Verma.
घर की दुकान बंद हो रही है.
ये बीजेपी की इंजीनियरिंग नहीं है, समुद्र मंथन हो रहा है. अमृत बस बीजेपी लेकर के जा रही है अपने साथ.
If I could go back almost 20 years back, I could have heard the same argument by the Congress, because when the Congress used to engineer defection in the different political parties. Now the BJP is at the center and are doing the same thing. About the dynasty politics, if anybody who's blind can see, can't see this. But unfortunately, whether we like it or don't like it, all the political parties are the dynast by nature. You start from Jammu and Kashmir to Tamil Nadu. So let's not get into that. The fact of the matter is that the BJP last time got 23 parliamentary seats, along with Shiv Sena got 18 seats. But NCP, Congress and Shiv Sena together, they are such a formidable force that the BJP has failed to go for the BMC election. If tomorrow they announce the BMC elections, they go for the BMC elections, I will give them credit. But
Did the Patna meeting?
They are avoiding BMC election shows that they are on a weak wicket and they don't want to face the embarrassment.
Okay, did the Patna meeting unnerve you so much that you had to deploy? I'll just come back to Tushar Gupta. Let's open this up. You had to deploy your most trusted allies, the agency, Sanju Verma. Coincidentally, also, you had the charge sheet against Tejasvi Yadav today.
You know, Padmaja, I'm tired of listening to this false narrative that ED, CBI को BJP हथियार बनाकर ऑपोजिशन पर धावा बोल रही है. I just want to remind people, very simplistically putting, if you can't keep your flock together, then don't blame the BJP. You know, Tushar read out, a dialogue from an old Hindi movie, and I will just take 20 seconds to say something. वो जो कहावत है, आग लगी थी मेरे घर में, सब जानने वाले आए, हाल पूछा और चले गए. एक सच्चे दोस्त ने पूछा, क्या बचा है? मैंने कहा, कुछ नहीं, सिर्फ मैं बच गया. उसने गले लगाकर कहा, तो फिर जला ही क्या है? बट यहां तो शरद पवार के खुद के दो महारथी दोस्त, his closest confidants, Chhagan Bhujbal, the biggest OBC face of the erstwhile Sharad Pawar faction, and Praful Patel, who was made the working president less than a fortnight back. दोनों ने शरद पवार का हाथ छोड़ दिया. And the king of Baramati, or called the wily fox in vernacular Maharashtra media, today has been shown the mirror. His position has been whittled down. He's putting up a brave face at that rally, at that memorial on the occasion of Guru Purnima at Satara, at Karad. But the fact of the matter is, I always say, राजनीति में आपके पास आंकड़े होना बहुत जरूरी है, and numbers are next only to ideology. The first thing is ideology.
Okay.
And you know, people who are sitting here in Padmaja, just give me 20 seconds, I heard everybody. I'm taking a look at some of the latest numbers that I have. 15 MLAs is what Uddhav Sena has, 13 is what NCP has, 45 is what the Congress has, and there are 13 others who have given support to this faction, which means totally they have 86. Now, in contrast, Devendra Fadnavis led BJP has 105. Sharad Pawar is a broken man, but the Ajit Pawar faction, which has joined us, has 40. There are 40 in the Eknath Shinde, bona fide Sena, and we have the support of 17 independents. The total comes to 202. कहां पर 86 और कहां पर 202? यहां तो कंपटीशन है ही नहीं. शरद पवार की नाक के नीचे there was a rebellion which was brewing, but जो कहते हैं ना, कुछ लोग पुत्र मोह में सही डिसीजन नहीं ले पाए. We are all aware of Sonia Gandhi's love not lost for Rahul Gandhi. यहाँ पुत्री मोह ने सब कुछ तबाह कर दिया.
Okay, the problem was brewing closer home. Dr. Seema Malik, imagine this. Just a couple of weeks ago, the same Praful Patel was sitting with Supriya Sule and Sharad Pawar in Patna. He was posing in pictures, and now word is that he might soon be inducted in the Modi cabinet. Before you respond, let me play out for you what Praful Patel himself has now told us about that opposition meeting and what he thought about it.
विपक्ष अलायंस की जब बात करते थे तो उसमें ये भी तो देखना चाहिए ना कि वो प्रैक्टिकल है कि नहीं। इस देश के लोगों ने कई अनुभव ऐसे कर चुके हैं कि जिसमें लोगों को अब भरोसा नहीं रहा है कि हम एक प्रकार से 10, 15, 20 पार्टियों की सरकार बना के उसको चला सके। ये एक बार नहीं अनेक बार ये तय हो गया है कि जब तक एक विपक्षी दल कम से कम 200 सीट लेकर नहीं आता है तो उसके इर्द गिर्द अलायंस बन सकता है, वरना कोई भी अलायंस बनेगा भी तो वो ज्यादा दिन चलेगा नहीं।
डॉक्टर सीमा मलिक, ये भरोसेमंद अलायंस ही नहीं है. Praful Patel is saying it, and he was one of the main sutradhars as far as the NCP is concerned. How can you blame the BJP?
Like, I'm a very old spokesperson, I tell you. Most of the time, this BJP spokesperson, they were criticizing these leaders. They were talking all nonsense about them, that they are corrupt and they are this thing. We were the people who were defending them.
That may be fine, but the point is they were not happy. They were not happy with the way your party was functioning, and now people are quoting the NCP model to say that SP will go the NCP way. You have become an example.
Is unfortunate, and I am not going to comment on. Yeah, see, I'm going to comment what you have shown it to me, the white of Praful Patel ji, but I'm not going to comment on this. This is his views, and everybody is free to give the views, and of course everything is there. He was there with us in working committee meeting, and
ma'am, he was your working president. He still is the working president, he says, of the NCP, and he basically is saying, Lokesh Jindal, that this is a harebrained idea. How can you even trust anyone who is coming together for this unity meeting? Can you trust the Samajwadi Party? Can you trust Sharad Pawar's party? Can you trust the DMK? Can you trust anyone right now who's coming with you on the table right now?
We trust the people of the country. Now, BJP had failed to get support of the Kunbi Maratha combine in Maharashtra. And what it tried was somehow to get political leaders from Shiv Sena, NCP to their side and woo the voters of the Kunbi Marathas. Now look at all the leaders who have come with BJP. There was ED case against Praful Patel. There was ED case against Hassan Mushraf. There was ED case against Ajit Dada Pawar.
Sir, my simple question to you is, fine, there is an ED case against DK Shivkumar also. Can you trust that he will be with you for the next 1 year, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months? HD Kumaraswamy today is saying that he is likely to be the Ajit Pawar of Karnataka.
Padmaja.
Can you trust, leave alone other parties, can you trust people in your own party right now? That you are holding an opposition unity meeting in Bengaluru. HD Kumaraswamy is saying that in Bengaluru, DK Shivkumar could become Ajit Pawar.
The opposition unity meeting is on the basis of ideology, is on the basis of the people who have suffered from the regime of BJP. Even if leaders are being wooed away by BJP, let me tell you, the people know it very well. In fact, this particular misadventure of BJP is going to cost them heavy in the upcoming elections, because the people are realizing that which political party is true to its ideology.
It's a wonderful thing that you're talking about coalition is basis ideology. Let me actually play out what Praful Patel said about how ideology plays a role in coalitions when they are made by the Congress. Listen into Praful Patel on ideology and coalition.
शिवसेना की विचारधारा तो बीजेपी से भी बहुत ज्यादा कट्टर है और उन्होंने कई वर्षों तक एक दूसरे का साथ देने के बाद जब अलग हुए तो हमने उनका दामन थामा। तो एक तरह से देखा जाए तो ये कोई हमारे लिए प्राकृतिक अलायंस तो था ही नहीं।
It wasn't a natural alliance.
थी शिवसेना, कांग्रेस और एनसीपी की, ये सरकार भी पोस्ट पोल अलायंस था। हमारा अलायंस तो केवल कांग्रेस के साथ था। उस वक्त बहुत सारी चीजें घटनाक्रम हुआ, आपने भी देखा, अजीत पवार ने भी शपथ ली थी। उसके बाद में भले वो सरकार 2 दिन में गिर गई और फिर एनडीए की सरकार बनी, लेकिन शिवसेना ये कभी हमारा नेचुरल अलाई था ही नहीं। शिवसेना और बीजेपी अलाइज थे।
बताइए लोकेश जिंदल, here is Praful Patel saying that it was as opportunistic an alliance based on the fig leaf of ideology and it fell apart.
You're failing to identify the common ground over here. When I'm talking about Congress
The
and its
common
ideology,
ground is opportunism and power. What is the mystery?
Let me complete.
It's opportunism and power.
Let me complete. No, let me complete. A pro-farmer political party, a political party which believes in pro-people outlook. This is what is a common ground between NCP as well as that of Shiv Sena right now with Uddhav Thackeray group. Now, if you talk about the policies whereby we are looking for welfare of those who have not benefited from BJP's regime. Now, BJP's regime has only benefited few corporate sector and urban
Mr.
centers. What
Jindal,
about rural
my
India?
simple question to you
That
is,
was the
are
common
you going
ground
to
on which
survive
the
in
Mahavikas
Karnataka,
Aghadi
yes
came
or no?
forward.
Are you going to survive in Karnataka, yes or no? You are trying to unite
Karnataka is already
in the rest
ours.
of the country.
Karnataka is already ours. There is no question of survival or non-survival. BJP cannot always count upon its misadventures.
Okay, Sanju Verma,
people of the country,
fine, whatever has happened in Maharashtra has happened. Are you using it now to muddy waters in the rest of the country and saying, oh, ye bhi toot jayenge, Nitish ji ki party bhi toot jayegi? Are you just muddying waters?
पद्मजा, पहले तो मैं जो कांग्रेस के लोकेश जिंदल हैं उनकी बात का जवाब देना चाहती हूँ। You know, in Lok Sabha 2019, BJP with a vote share of 27.84% got 23 seats out of 48 seats. You know, almost 50% of the Lok Sabha seats were got by BJP. And mind you, it is because we did not contest on all the 48 seats. We gave, you know, a decent chunk to our partner Shiv Sena, and Shiv Sena got 18 seats on the back of putting up Narendra Modi's hoardings everywhere. Uddhav Thackeray की कहीं पर भी होर्डिंग तो छोड़े, छोटी सी फोटो नहीं थी। जिस नरेंद्र मोदी की फोटो और पोस्टर छपाकर उद्धव सेना लोकसभा 2019 में 18 सीटें लेकर आई महाराष्ट्र से, when they go and engage in an unholy alliance with Rahul Gandhi, where there is nothing in common in terms of ideology, तब सबने क्या कहा? अरे राहुल गांधी और उद्धव सेना के उद्धव ठाकरे एक साथ आ गए, सब चंगा सी। जब नीतीश कुमार कांग्रेस छोड़कर बीजेपी में आए, सबने कहा नीतीश कुमार तो पलटू राम है। When he went back into an alliance with RJD, the left and Rahul Gandhi's Congress, सबने कहा सब चंगा सी, मतलब आप करो तो सब चंगा सी, बट जब बीजेपी के खेमे में लोग आए तो आपके पेट में बहुत दर्द होती है। And just one last point, Lokesh Jindal has not done his homework. Do you know how many seats the Congress got from Maharashtra in Lok Sabha 2019? One. You got one
Okay,
seat.
respond. Lokesh Jindal, let's not forget that 4 months ago, you were exulting when Jagdish Shettar and Lakshman Savdi joined the Congress. Then it was a master stroke and you split the Lingayat vote bank. Now when they've split the NCP, it is their master stroke. Go ahead, break the BJP in states where you're in power. Break them in Rajasthan.
It was there is a difference between pre-poll defections taking place and defections taking place after a person has been elected with a party.
What is the difference?
Now you do not.
What is the difference in pre-poll defection and post-poll defection?
And secondly, look at the words of Sanju Verma. Look at the intention they have. Now Sanju Verma has reduced Shiv Sena to absolutely nobody in Maharashtra politics. That is what they are going to do with Eknath Shinde faction as well.
Okay.
He says that whatever votes Shiv Sena got was due to the posters of Narendra Modi.
Okay, anyway, let's stick to the topic, please, very quickly.
Tushar
Tushar Gupta and Ashutosh both want to respond to you. Tushar first and then Ashutosh ji.
You know, it's almost appalling that Lokesh Jindal never checks his facts before he comes for a national debate. Congress's entire existence is based on coalitions which are unnatural in nature. ये यूपी जाते हैं, समाजवादी के साथ कोलिशन करते हैं, उन्हें हरवा देते हैं। बिहार जाते हैं, वहां की कोलिशन में घुसते हैं, वहां हार जाते हैं। बंगाल जाते हैं, लेफ्ट के साथ कोलिशन बनाते हैं, वहां हार जाते हैं। कर्नाटका में 2018 में जेडीएस के साथ इनकी सरकार बनी, वो सरकार भी गिर गई। राजस्थान में इनकी कोलिशन नहीं है, पर वहां भी पार्टी में आपस में लड़ाई है। लोकसभा 2004 और 2009 में 210 सीटें भी नहीं आई, फिर भी इनकी कोलिशन की सरकार चली। Padmaja, the problem here is that there are many people like Lokesh Jindal and Ashutosh who for the last 9 years have figured out all the possible permutations in which the opposition can come together in the interest of saving democracy. ये 9 साल तक कहते रहे अगर इस पार्टी को जोड़िए, इस पार्टी को जोड़िए, कुछ भी करिए, सारे पार्टी को जोड़िए, डेमोक्रेसी बचानी है। अब वो आर्ग्यूमेंट when it has fallen flat, people are joining the BJP. People are looking at their political future. People are sensing on the ground where the support is. You can pretend that there is no support for the BJP on the ground.
And if we just set aside, I think everyone has largely reconciled to the fact, Ashutosh ji, that most alliances are now ideology agnostic. You come together, as they say in English, which side the bread is buttered. People are going to the side that the bread is buttered. Is that going to happen in Bihar as well? I was reading somewhere where within the JDU now, there is concern कि जो पिछड़ों की पार्टी थी, उसमें आपसे 2 सबसे पावरफुल लोग, एक भूमिहार है, एक ब्राह्मण है। Are you muted, sir? Ashutosh ji, please unmute.
Padmaja, first of all, coalitions by nature are ideology agnostic. Because I fail to understand how can Jyoti Basu and Lal Krish Advani sit together and have a cup of tea and oppose Congress party in 1989. That was the most unholy alliance in Indian politics ever. Today the same BJP calls communist anti-nationals. But that was the day when they sat together and because they wanted to defeat Congress party. So let's not get into that. Here in Maharashtra, if you could go back to your archives and find out what Devendra Fadnavis has been talking about Ajit Pawar. According to him, Ajit Pawar is the most corrupt leader and chakki piecing, he used to say that in public rallies. Imagine.
But you just admitted that it's ideology agnostic.
No.
Right now, if Ajit Pawar wants to fly the coup, the BJP is taking him in.
Forget about ideology. I'm not talking about ideology. I'm talking about the same Devendra Fadnavis who wanted to send Ajit Pawar behind the bar. Now he's sharing the cabinet with, sitting next to him.
Fair enough, sir. Lalu Prasad was sitting right in the middle of the opposition unity meeting. He is a convicted person, convicted in a corruption case. He's not even accused. He's come out of jail.
Padmaja, let me complete. So what does it mean? It means that there is no difference between BJP and opposition. There is absolutely no difference.
Agreed. Now the point is that we said at the outset, nobody is holier than thou.
Both of them, the same Narendra Modi a day before were talking about the alliance of corrupt leaders. Now the same Devendra Fadnavis is sitting with Ajit Pawar.
Fair, sir. You are saying there is no difference. So then these parties cannot sit in Patna and now in Bengaluru and say, हम संविधान बचा रहे हैं. नहीं, आप सिर्फ सत्ता के लिए साथ में आ रहे हैं. You are coming together for power. That's it.
I partly agree with your point. So let BJP, their supporter and their spokesperson should not speak about the purity.
Sure.
Narendra Modi.
Sure. Neither should those who are getting together in Bengaluru speak about democracy or corruption. My point is different. My point is that in trying to get together a coalition, have they endangered their own parties? Is the JDU going to split?
I don't see that is going to happen. I don't see that is going to happen. If it happens, I don't rule out that possibility also. Because if Ajit Pawar can leave Sharad Pawar, if Praful Patel can leave Sharad Pawar, then anybody can leave anybody.
Fair enough. So, and if they think it's going to get them power, it is entirely the prerogative. Sanju Verma respond, then I want to bring in Zeba Yasmin. Yes.
You know, Padmaja, you made a very interesting point about Lakshman Sabri. I remember prior to the Uttar Pradesh polls, Swami Prasad Maurya, when he left BJP and joined Akhilesh Yadav, सबने कहा, अरे, अब तो BJP खत्म. Then I remember Dharam Singh Saini and Dara Singh Chauhan also left BJP and joined Akhilesh Yadav Samajwadi Party. I remember I have been on umpteen debates with Ashutosh at that time, and he said, "अरे Dharam Singh Saini भी छोड़कर चले गए BJP. अब तो योगी आदित्यनाथ दोबारा कभी मुख्यमंत्री बनकर नहीं आएंगे." So Ashutosh, you know, let us be very clear that in politics 2 + 2 is not necessarily 4. It's a force multiplier. It could be even 22, and I'll tell you why. Don't forget that today you're saying BJP, सभी tainted लोगों को अपने साथ रख रही है. They have condemned Ajit Pawar in the past and now they are flirting with him and they have welcomed him. I want to ask you one thing. Mamata Banerjee and Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary have abused each other in the vilest of terms. But पटना में जो मीट हुई थी, ममता बनर्जी और राहुल गांधी जब गले मिल रहे थे, तब आशुतोष आपने तो कहा सब चंगासी. Let me tell you that the BRS top brass has called Rahul Gandhi a buffoon. पर जब केसीआर और राहुल गांधी गले मिलते हैं, तब आप कहते हो सब चंगासी.
BRS से याद आया, ज़ेबा यास्मीन today अखिलेश यादव went and met KCR 2 days after his party said that the Congress is making sacrifices for Italy.
देखिए पद्मजा जी, चुनाव को बहुत कम समय रह गया है और ये मीटिंग्स और ये डिस्कशंस होते रहेंगे एंड इट्स नथिंग टू गेट सरप्राइज्ड और समथिंग. और जो अभी महाराष्ट्र का हुआ है, इट इज ऑल्सो नॉट सरप्राइजिंग. अभी मेनी मोर टू गो टिल 2024 इलेक्शंस. आई हैव बीन लिसनिंग टू तुषार, आई हैव बीन लिसनिंग टू संजू वर्मा. पद्मजा, आपको भी सुना. यू हैव बीन सेइंग दैट पार्टी टूट रही हैं जस्ट टू कम टुगेदर और हम लोग भी हाथ मिलाते हैं. तुषार वो के एलिगेशंस है कि हम यूपी में इनके साथ गठबंधन करते.
मैं नहीं कह रही हूं. आज संजय निषाद ने बोला है,
नहीं सकते.
ओम प्रकाश राजभर ने बोला है कि शिवपाल जी बहुत नाराज चल रहे हैं अखिलेश जी से. वो खुश नहीं है कि वो जा करके कहा कांग्रेस के साथ दोबारा एक बार अलायंस करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. वो अलग होने को तैयार है. ये राजभर जी ने बोला, मैं नहीं बोल.
बहुत अफसोस की बात है कि शिवपाल जी का कद इन लोगों से काफी बड़ा है और शिवपाल जी खुद ये बात नहीं बोलते हैं और ये निषाद और राजभर से बुलवाते हैं. इट्स सेंसलेस टॉक्स गोइंग ऑन. शिवपाल जी खुद मीडिया को संबोधित कर सकते हैं. इट इज ऑल सेंसलेस टॉक्स गोइंग ऑन. उन्हें बस लाइमलाइट चाहिए. दे आर डूइंग दैट, लेट देम डू. जहां तक बात है कि ये सब आना जाना, ये सब 24 तक लगा रहेगा. महाराष्ट्र में जो हुआ है, ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि आप किसी को लेके आ रहे हैं, दैट मीन्स योर कैडर वाज लैगिंग. एक डिप्टी सीएम अगर आपको इंपोर्ट करना पड़ रहा है, दैट मीन्स योर कैडर वाज लैगिंग इन महाराष्ट्र. एंड व्हाटएवर हैपेंड अभी फ्यू मंथ्स बैक, उससे भी दैट वाज आल्सो अगेंस्ट द मोरालिटी. तो अब क्या जनता नहीं देख रही है? इनको डर है. जनता ने देखा है कैसे रातों रात सरकार महाराष्ट्र में गिराई है. आगे 24 इलेक्शंस इनके लिए एक बहुत बड़ा मरहला है.
मैम, मोरालिटी, लाइक वी हैव जस्ट अग्रीड इन द बिगिनिंग, आई थिंक द शिप ऑफ मोरालिटी हैज सेल्ड. आई हैव ओनली 3 वर्ड्स फॉर यू. गेस्ट हाउस कांड. गेस्ट हाउस कांड हुआ ज़ेबा यास्मीन जी, और उसके बाद उन्हीं लेडी के पैर छुए डिंपल यादव ने. तो छोड़ दीजिए. लेट्स नॉट स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट मोरालिटी एंड कोलिशंस एंड व्हाई वी फाइट इलेक्शंस टुगेदर. एवरीवन इज डूइंग इट. आपने महागठबंधन किया, आपको भी सत्ता चाहिए थी, आपने इलेक्शन साथ में लड़ा, आप नहीं जीत पाए. दैट्स अ डिफरेंट स्टोरी.
और उस गलती को मान के हम किसी को सम्मान दे रहे हैं, इसमें मोरालिटी गिरती है कि बढ़ती है?
मैम, इट वाजंट अ गलती, इट वाज अ क्राइम.
और हम अपनी गलती मान के उनके पैर छूते हैं.
इट वाजंट अ गलती, इट वाज अ क्राइम. बट anyway, let's move on from there. Let's not hark back to morality. Let's not hark back to morality. I want to give the final word to the 2 journalists over here. Tushar Gupta, you want to respond. Do you think that this is being overhyped, these tremors and earthquake and every party splitting, or it is just something that happens every now and then? Why are these dire predictions being made?
No, everyone is मैं समाजवादी पार्टी की प्रवक्ता से पूछना चाहता हूं कि सत्ता में रहने के बाद आपके काडर में क्या कमी आ गई थी कि आपको कांग्रेस के साथ अलायंस जोड़नी पड़ी 2017 में. मैं आशुतोष से पूछना चाहता हूं, जो प्योरिटी की बात कर रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस को एक्यूज करते हुए आपने दिल्ली के लोगों का दिल जीता, उनके वोट जीते, फिर 2013 में उन्हीं के साथ अलायंस बनाकर सरकार बना दी. Padmaja, everyone is now looking at their political future beyond 24, especially the regional players. And all these calculations will now be in play across regional parties and even within the Congress. What we saw in Maharashtra and the aftershocks of it, it's not overhyped. It's something which is going to become more routine as we go into the 2024 elections.
Final word. This is a vote of no confidence, Ashutosh, to the opposition unity efforts. That's what he's interpreting it as.
मुझे तुषार और संजीव वर्मा से एक ही चीज पूछना है कि आप तो ये कह के आए थे कि हमारा चाल चरित्र चेहरा तो दूसरों से अलग है, हम भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं, कुछ तो मजबूरियां रही होंगी, यूं कोई बेवफा नहीं होता. कि महाराष्ट्र के अंदर 105 सीट के बावजूद भी आप डिप्टी सीएम बने हुए हो और जिसके पास 48 सीटें हैं, चीफ मिनिस्टर बना हुआ है, ऐसे राज्य कोई दान पुण्य करता नहीं। तो इसका मतलब ये है कहीं ना कहीं बीजेपी की पूंछ तो दबी हुई है, तभी तो मुख्यमंत्री की कुर्सी पर नहीं बैठ पा रहे हो आप।
All right, response संजू वर्मा, but on a lighter note, I have to say कि एनसीपी क्या टूटी, सभी गालिब बन गए। Go on.
ठीक है, जहां पद्मजा जी ने गालिब का जिक्र किया तो गालिब की ही कुछ पंक्तियां बोल देती हूं आशुतोष जी के लिए। ताउम्र गालिब में ये भूल करता रहा, धूल चेहरे पर थी और मैं आईना साफ करता रहा। आशुतोष जी, आपके चेहरे पर जो एंटी बीजेपी धूल लगी हुई है उसको जरा हटाइए एंड डू नॉट सी द बीजेपी ऑलवेज विद अ बायस्ड ब्लिंकर्ड विजन। आई विल जस्ट से दिस पद्मजा, जो लोग कहते हैं बीजेपी का तो चाल चरित्र वही है जैसे ऑपोजिशन का है। आज राजनाथ सिंह जो यूनियन डिफेंस मिनिस्टर हैं, उनके सुपुत्र पंकज सिंह हु इज एन एमएलए इन उत्तर प्रदेश, डज ही होल्ड अ मिनिस्ट्री इन द योगी आदित्यनाथ कैबिनेट? नो। डज जेपी नड्डा's son hold any position in BJP? No.
Okay, let's not go into the dynasty debates. The simple argument over here is this going to be the beginning of some radical changes across the country? Is Maharashtra a bellwether for what could happen to all the other parties who are trying to cobble together a coalition? That's what is going to define the fight of 2024. In the meantime, सबको मालूम है जन्नत की हकीकत, लेकिन दिल को खुश रखने के लिए गालिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है। I will leave it at that. Thank you very much, all ladies, Tushar Gupta, Ashutosh and Lokesh Jindal for joining me. In the big first meeting of the Parliamentary Standing